How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I just wanted to gush about the White Knight. Yes, this video is dedicated to the White Knight and why I really like the class. And it's easily top 5, possibly top 3 favorite classes for me. I feel that it is so powerful, so strong. I did make a mistake here. I wasn't able to, auto scout the battle or scout the battle, and I brought a dragon, and we have Dragon Slayer on Zabo, so that kind of sucks. But hey, we got him poisoned, so I mean that's good. He won't be around long. Another thing, poison's very good. All that damage that's inflicted on him, that was all from one poison, because he had phalanx when I hit him. So that's I can't stress about poison either. Where's my boy? Where is he? Oh, it was Leonor. So Leonor had procced. He had procced this bullshit. What's this called? Phalanx? Yeah. You know this crap that never works for me. He procced phalanx, of course, because why wouldn't he? And well, I hit him, and I did 51 damage, and I inflicted poison on him. And as you can see, the poison did another, what, 600 damage? 550 damage? So for everybody that, like, kind of knocks poison to a degree and goes, well, I don't really find poison very useful. I'd rather use, like, this, and this. Do keep in mind, poison really does a lot of damage. It, especially on higher HP units, it can really do some damage. I think it did, like, 400, because I think I hit him with somebody else, too. But, still... 400, that's a third of his health. He's dead in 3 turns from poison, you know, so I just want to mention that, because I see some people, like, I don't know if they just, like, think like, poison's a handicap or something, it makes the game easier, which, I mean, it kind of does, but they don't really see the value in poison, and it's just like, dude, like, a unit that I can barely hurt, poison is super helpful. But anyway, enough about poison. Let's go back to the White Knight talk, yes. So, the thing that's great about the White Knight that I truly enjoy is it's able to do a lot of stuff. It's able to somewhat act as a tanky unit. I know it's not that tanky, but it's a good frontline unit. It's able to heal, which you know me and my clerics. The irony is I have a cleric and a princess in this party right now, so I don't know what that says about me, guys. I might be losing my edge on the cleric here. I don't know. I'm using one. But just the fact that it can, somewhat tank, be a frontline unit, heal, it has RT abilities, like it can manipulate RT with velocity shift, and it's so versatile. I just can't understand why you wouldn't run a White Knight. Like, why, what, you guys gotta help me out. Why don't, for those of you that don't use White Knights, why? What about the White Knight is just overshadowed by all the other units you use, all the other classes you use? Because the birds, they want to know too. They're back here just going, what? Huh? Why? What? They're like in shock that I would even mention somebody not using White Knight. The birds are they're like those backseat crowds, man. They're like, what? Preposterous. Why would you not use a White Knight? That's what they're saying right now. So I really am curious why people don't use the White Knight, because I just can't imagine not. And then the fact of using 2, I mean, I find like 2 is necessary. I mean, you get away with 1, sure, but 2? And if I had the other 2 classes, well, I probably wouldn't change them into White Knight. But if the option was there, a 3rd White Knight would be nice. I don't see how you can go wrong with a 3rd White Knight. But, I mean, my biggest thing with the White Knight, too, that I didn't even mention, is I forgot about Paralysis Blade. We got this bad boy, which, at the same time, Paralysis is supposed to be a 50-50 every turn that the enemy loses their turn, but for whatever reason, when you do Paralysis Blade, it's like 100% chance. Like, I've, like, almost never had an enemy... I don't think I've ever seen an enemy that gets hit by Paralysis Blade get their turn. Maybe once, so maybe it's not 100, but it's definitely a higher chance than regular stun, I feel. And they get to use spears, and I love spears. I don't know if I mentioned this. I do love any unit that can use spears as well. But, I just can't get over the White Knight. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. And there are some other units that I might talk about in the future that I'm thinking a little bit more outside the box and learning some more ideas and maybe seeing why people kind of like them more. I think I'll cover those in the future. But, I mean, I was always a fan of the White Knight, but getting it into these kind of situations and really, like, utilizing it in the way it's meant to be used, I find it good. I find it a good class. I find it one of the best. And I could imagine how OP it could be if it wasn't, like, a unique class. Like, if it was a generic class, you know, like, you could just make everybody... Bro, I'd have an army of White Knights. I wouldn't have an army of Knights. I would have an army of White Knights. But it's good. It's good. And I can't imagine not using them. I don't think I'll ever see myself dropping White Knights. Unless I make, like, a Lich army or an Undead army or something, and then I gotta, like, roleplay, you know. But, is my dragon dead? How's Dragon Slayer Zabos doing? Oh, he didn't even get me. Oh, so I was so scared, dude. I didn't even expect him to have that. And I couldn't scout, so... But I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you, what's your opinion on the White Knight? I would love to know. I would love to, you know, get some feedback on others. You know, I love discussing the game. I love talking about everything. The birds are just in an uproar today. I am unable to continue the video, so I have to wrap it up here. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm just being mauled to death by birds. It's just not working very well. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And until then, later guys. Peace.